Hello, my name is Pedro Ramos and welcome to my beginning trumpet tutorial. Today we'll be going over how to take the instrument out of its case, how to assemble the trumpet, how to hold the trumpet, and how to play our first notes. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy. Here I have my trumpet case with my Yamaha logo facing up. When I see that my logo is facing towards me, I know that I'm opening the trumpet from the right position. Another way you can tell if the trumpet case is in the right position is if the latches are facing downwards. If you open your case with the latches facing upwards, you might risk dropping your trumpet. So let's open up the case, and you'll see that you have your trumpet and your mouthpiece. Your trumpet is going to be with your lead pipe facing towards you. I'll show you exactly what that is in a second. Let's go ahead and assemble the trumpet. It's not very difficult. All you're going to take is your trumpets and then your mouthpiece. And then all you have to do to assemble the trumpet is take your mouthpiece, put it on the receiver, and give it a gentle twist. And there you have taken your trumpet out of the case and assembled it, ready to play. Let's quickly talk about trumpet anatomy. Hopefully these terms will help you process holding the instrument a little easier. When I mentioned the lead pipe earlier, I'm referring to this main pipe that connects all the way from the mouthpiece receiver to the end of the bell. Another thing to notice about this lead pipe here is that the lead pipe doesn't flare out until the end of the instrument. We call this a cylindrical bore, as opposed to a conical bore. Instruments that have a cylindrical bore are trumpets and trombones, and instruments that have a conical bore are French horns, cornets, flugelhorns, tubas. The difference between both instruments, cylindrical bores and conical bores, is that instruments with cylindrical bores, like this trumpet and the trombone, have a more piercing tone, as opposed to instruments with a conical bore, like the French horn, that have a mellow tone. Now let's continue on with the trumpet anatomy. Here we have our 3 piston valves and the valve casings as such. We have our 3rd valve slide, our 1st valve slide, and our very, very tiny 2nd valve slide. Here we have our pinky ring right over here. And here we have our main tuning slide. Now let's go over on how to hold the trumpet. Let's start with our left hand when we're holding our trumpet. My left thumb is going to go in the 1st valve slide, and it's going to go in between this horseshoe over here. If you don't have one, your thumb is just going to relax there. My ring finger on my left hand is going to go on the 3rd valve slide on this little hole. And then my other 3 fingers are just going to naturally fall into the space between the lead pipe and then the 3rd valve slide, like so. I don't normally have them on top, I just have them inside there. The right hand, luckily, is a little bit easier. Our thumb is going to go in between the 1st and the 2nd valve casing like that. Our top 3 fingers are going to go on top of the piston valves like so. I'm going to make sure that when I play, I don't play them with flat fingers or super curved fingers, just right in the middle. And then the pinky is either going to go on top or inside the pinky ring. If you want to have a more balanced feel when you're holding the trumpet, have it inside the pinky ring. But if you want to maybe avoid pressure when you're playing, then I'd advise putting it on top. And then with both hands together, it should look like so. Before we make the first sounds on our instrument, let's talk about embouchure and mouthpiece buzzing. The embouchure simply refers to the muscles we'll be using outside and inside our mouth to help produce the sound on our instrument. A really easy way to help students produce an embouchure is to say the letter M like this. M. This time we're going to try it together. And when we say the letter M, we're going to blow a gentle stream of air. Let's try it together. Big breath. M. Let's try it one more time and see if you can notice anything going on with your lips. Big breath. Did you notice the hole in the center of your lips? That is what we call an aperture. An aperture should be a very relaxed oval-shaped hole in the center of your lips, which helps the air escape and sing through our instrument. This time, let's try it one more time, and let's really focus on that aperture. Take a big breath. Excellent. The next step in forming our embouchure is engaging the corners of our mouth. To engage the corners of our mouth, I like to think about 4 quadrants on the corners of my lips. And a really easy way that I like to think about engaging them is like eating a very sour lemon, like this. When I think about eating a very sour lemon, I feel the four corners of my mouth engage. Now, let's put all of those three steps together. We're going to say M, blow a gentle stream of air, and make sure that our four corners of our mouth are engaged. I'll do it first, and then we'll do it together. M. Let's do it together. Big breath. M. Now, see if you can do all of those three things at once. Big breath. Now, when you put your mouthpiece in front of your face, you should get a note. And contrary to popular belief, when you're playing the trumpet and when you're blowing through the mouthpiece, you're not actually buzzing, you're just blowing some gentle air. Now, let's take that onto our instrument. Before we play a note on our instrument, let's make sure that our condensed water is out of our instrument. So you want to open up the water key. The water key should be located at the end of your tuning slide. Hold it open and blow some air into your instrument. Like so, and all that water should be out of your instrument. Today we're going to talk about G. G is an open vowel note. In other words, we're not going to press down any of our fingers down on the vowels. And G should sound like this. Excellent. Make sure that before you play your instrument that your lips are nice and moist. I like to just move my tongue around my lips. And let's try it together. I'm going to say 1, 2, ready. We're going to take a breath in together, and then we're going to play G. Instruments up, holding it properly. 1, 2, ready. Excellent job. And if you didn't get it for the first time, feel free to pause the video, practice a couple times, and see if we can do it together once more. Thank you so much for going on this trumpet journey with me. I hope you fall in love with the trumpet and get to discover all the musical styles that you can play with this instrument. It is a very, very, very special instrument. Hopefully you learned something in my video today, and thank you so much. Goodbye.